Òyìnbó pọ̀. I'm just looking at, actually, I have three options. I wanted to talk about, you know, there are these 10 products that you could be moving from 1688 and then you could get them at a very discounted price. I talked about a bit of them some days ago, and then I'm also receiving a lot of messages, people asking me about relocating to Canada. And then I want to talk about 10 ways you can use to relocate to Canada. I was looking at that, and I was also considering if you want to get vehicles that are below $500. So how do you go about that? There are some vehicles that you can get for as low as €500. Where do you get them from? How do you get them to Nigeria? So I've been going through which one. But any which way, just like someone used to tell me, any which way. I don't know which grammar is that. Okay, so any which way. Let's look at the opportunity to, if you want to, relocate. What are the opportunity available for you, particularly to Canada today? We are just looking at Canada. The last time I spoke about traveling, I spoke about different ways to travel out of Nigeria if you want to relocate. Different countries, different opportunities, their requirement. But today, I'm just focusing on, this one alone, which is Canada. Okay, so I'm going to talk about between 9 and 10 ways that you can use to relocate out of Canada as a Nigerian. What opportunity are available, and then we try to take questions, and then we try to look at if you want to ask me which one is the best. I think I want to talk about that a bit too. So that's what we're talking about today. So what are the different ways I can use to relocate? And the way I want to explain it this morning, I'm going to be explaining in a way that you can begin to apply yourself. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. I don't want to achieve something that you have to call somebody. No. You can start and begin to apply yourself directly from this morning. So I'll go on a short break now. When I am back, we dive into the show. Stick around, don't go away.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. The successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call
0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. The successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Okay, welcome back. This is the Money Magnet Show, and I am Successful Summit. This is High Impact 102.1 FM, and we are talking about 10 ways to relocate or migrate to Canada, and I'm focusing on just Canada. Okay, During the question and answer, I might touch some other country, but I'm just focusing on Canada today. Number 1, federal skill worker. Now, what does that mean? If you have BSc or BSc MSc and you work, let's say, in a bank, and your wife also have BSc MSc, works for a multinational, then you can go through the federal skill workers scheme in Canada. What you will do is that you go to this website, www.canada.ca. There's a place there that you will type federal skill worker, and then you will see where you can drop all your details. Of course, when you have your BSc, MSc, if you have a PhD, it's an added advantage, and you need to do your IELTS. You can find different places to do that online. I also did a video on different centers you can do IELTS in Lagos and in Nigeria, so you might want to just check that out. And apart from that, if your age, if age is on your side, let's say you are 30 something or 20 something, it's an advantage. You are 20 something, 30 something, and you are MSc and PhD, it's a plus. So they are looking at lower age, more qualification, good job, and those are the things that gives you chances. So they will give you direct PR from Nigeria. What is PR? Permanent residence. And then you will travel based on that to Canada straight away. So there's a poll they normally do. So they put all the people that are applying together from different parts of the world, and then they do the poll, and then they have a cutoff mark. Once you are filling your details online, you've done all I've said, you will see your score. So if you meet up with that score, then you are good to go. So Federal Express, federal skill worker. Now you can also go as a student. Okay, so you need to look for a school and apply for either BSc or MSc or PhD. If you are going as a student, you will go to educanada.ca. Click on it, look for the school that has your details. You will see their school fees and everything there. You will see their email. Apply for admission. Once you apply, if they give you admission, they will send you an email with that application letter, with the email that you've been offered admission. That's when you start processing every other thing. So you can go in as a student. Now, when you get to educanada.ca, on that site, it will tell you the schools that give you work hour, because as a student you have access to 20 hours work hour. So if you get there and you know before you go on that site, you can check whether the school will give you access to be able to do something like that. There are some schools that if you apply to them and they give you admission, you will not have access to what I've just said. So you can also check it on that site. You can just do a filter. The filter will be like schools with work hour for students, and then it will show you the list of those schools. So you can get that out as well. And you know, as a student, after using 2-3 years in Canada, you can begin to move towards applying for your PR. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, provincial nomination. That's relatively demanding, but it exists. Okay, but let me just talk about it all the same. So just like we have states in Nigeria, they have provinces in Canada, and different provinces have different needs. When I say different needs, I mean they require different number of doctors, different number of nurses, engineers. So depending on the need. So what Alberta need might be different from what Vancouver needs, and it might be different from what Ontario needs. It might be different from what Saskatchewan needs. It might be different from, what British Columbia needs. It all depends on what the province need. The province will state what they need. Oh, we need 500 doctors. Okay, let me give you an instance. There was a time that I think, what's the name of this place now? I can't remember the name of the place in Canada precisely. So they brought out that news. That was about 1 or 2 years ago, that they need chef, cook, and they were going to Senegal. And I was on the radio that time, and I did speak about that. And quite a number of people were able to get that offer. The only thing is that they had to travel to, what's the name of this French-speaking country? Sierra Leone. So many people had to travel to Sierra Leone to go do the physical. So they met them physically. So all you just needed to do was go with your international passport, and then for people applying for driver, they had to go with their driver's license, and then they were able to get the job. So there are opportunities like that, but it's for a period of time. So if they say they need 500 and the 500 is complete, they stop the offer. Okay, so that's provincial nomination. And then we have the federal skilled trade as well. That one talks about people that are artisans, how artisans can apply at federal level. Okay, so when I say artisans now, so you have welder, mechanic, and all of that. So there's a provision for that. And in most cases, what they require you to do is you must have your business for nothing less than 3 years, and then you must be running it, paying tax, and then your wife too has a skilled job like that, and then you now apply. But that one is not usually available all the time, so you need to wait for when it's going to be available, and then you now apply. So it is basically for people that did not really go to school, so people that are not really schooled. That's who those opportunities are available for. Now, another one is you could actually migrate as a caregiver. Now, under the caregiver arrangement, you can actually be a nurse to old people and to young people. Now, talking about that, I'm going to go on a short break. When I'm back, I'll give you full download of the website you need to go to apply as a nanny. You will see it right there, how much they will pay you and whether they need somebody. You will see it right there, and then you'll be able to apply. Stick around, don't go away.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. Yeah, yeah. The successful Sami at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Sami.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Sami.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call
0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. Yeah, yeah. The successful Sami at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Sami.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Sami.
Okay, welcome back, and this is still the Money Magnet Show. We are on impact 102.1 FM, and we've been talking about 10 ways to migrate to Canada, and we have looked at a couple of things right here. I said you could use the federal skill worker, you could use the federal skill trade process, you could use you could go as a student, you could use provincial nomination, and I was on moving as a caregiver, and I mentioned nanny. So if you go to canadananny.ca, you will find there how many nannies are needed in Canada per month, and then you can find how to get a space. Okay, so if you get to that site, you will find 4 platforms. On those, should I use the word 4 platforms? No, you will find 4 options. Living means that you want to start living with the family. So when you apply as a nanny, let's say the family has a main house and you are living in the BQ. That's the meaning of living. Live out means you'll be coming to that place. Full time means you are not doing any other work. You are working with them as a nanny. Part time means you are doing some other work and you are still working with that family as a nanny. So I will advise you to pick living. Some of the people that giving you the nanny job, they are willing to sponsor your visa. So you will find it there, sponsor. It is canadananny.ca. Now, I need to say this. The last time I spoke about this on radio, a woman walked up to the radio station and she asked to see me. And when we get speaking, she said she wanted to relocate to Canada as a nanny. And then eventually they find a particular family, which is a child. That family only has one girl. And the woman said she wants to move with her family to go and take care of that one girl. Ask me that how many family members? About 8 of them. I said 8 of you want to move to Canada to take care of one girl. Madam, I don't think the application will fly. I was just advising her normally because I'm not trying to help her apply or something. And then we might have, so over time, I see that there are cases like that, a lot. That may not be the best approach. So you need to look for the family that wants you to live in, but at the same time, they are willing to accommodate you. And there are ways to go about it if you think that you want to take the whole of your family along. You can decide to choose the live out option, and that can be very helpful. Okay. Have mentioned that the next one I want to talk about is the business relocation plan. Okay, that one you need some good amount of money, about 200,000 Canadian dollars. You have to employ 1 or 2 Canada, and that way you can start. You can take your family there, but you need to have at least around 200,000 Canadian dollar. And then run things. Number next, because I've lost the count now, I think 5. Business is 6. Okay, family sponsorship, number 7. Family sponsorship, there's what we call super visa. So if someone is based in Canada and is working and he has parents in Nigeria or family members, particularly father or mother, he can make super visa for them. Super visa allow your parent to come live with you for a long time. Is more stronger than just ordinary visitors visa, and then it makes them to stay with you for a long time, and in fact get PR. That's number 7 now. That should be self-employment. Okay, you can go there at someone that wants to employ himself, and then you start with some good amount of money, as much as $200,000 as well. So you can go there as a self-employed person. So you might want to look at that. Of course, you need to have your CAC registration, you need to have your tax, you need to have all the other details, and then the business you want to start there, you need to have a business plan, pull up the structure, show that you have the money and all of that. The major thing in that one is about $200,000 Canadian dollars, and then you are good to go. How much is even 200,000 Canadian dollars? Let's have an idea. If I have a calculator there, let me see. I don't know what rates will I use now. Okay, so that should be something like about 120 million. Okay, so if you have 120 million, you can start up the business there. 120 million Nigerian money, so you can start up and then do something for yourself. Having said that, the next one is visitor's visa. I've spoken about that a number of times, and if you have visitor's visa, one of the things you need to do is plan to change it to a work permit, and I've explained in the past how to change it to a work permit, so you might want to check that out. Now, getting a work permit, you will need a company that is willing to hire you, and when they hire you, they are willing to provide LIMA for you. If they provide the LIMA for you, what is LIMA? That is labor impact assessment. Now, what does that do? The company will reach out to IRCC and let them know that there is nobody that can take up that job in Canada. They need to bring you from outside Canada to come and do that job. And the moment they succeed in that application will cost them nothing less than $1,000. The moment they succeed in that application, they can give you as an open work permit, and then you come into Canada to work. I'll go on a short break. When I'm back, I'll open the phone line. Stick around, don't go away.
Successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information,
call 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. With Successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Okay, welcome back. Let me open the phone line so that I can take some calls. The number is 0700 1021 1021. You can just give me a call. Now, if you are going as a student, these are some of the things you need to put it together. You need to evaluate your certificate. That's about $220. Your transcript, that's about 70,000. You do your IELTS. It used to be 72,000, but it might have increased now. Proof of fund. You need proof of fund. I've told you about how to get proof of fund. Some people want me. These Yoruba people have this saying. There are some. I've told you there are banks that can help you with proof of funds. Okay. So let me just keep it at that. And if you have dependents, you need to think about there's a scale. They have a scale. So if you are going alone, there's an amount that you have to have in the proof of fund. If you are going with a family of 2, family of 5, and all. Your name and where you're calling us from? Hey, who goes there?
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Elika. You're calling you from Njoko, sir.
Talk to me, please.
Sir, I called you last. You told me about this pioneer thing, and I've gone to do it. I use another email account. So when I fill the form, so Pioneer got to know that I'm having another account with them. Pioneer said I have a receiving account with them before. That's why they need an additional account.
And why didn't you explain to them what the challenge was?
So I didn't explain. You see, they can permit me to have just an account.
It's just an account, my sister. Eh? It's a very simple thing. You see, look, it's a very simple thing. I told you what to do. Yes. Get my video, watch it, follow it step by step, and you are fine. This video I'm telling you to go watch, I can show you.
Watch it, sir.
Okay. Okay. So just go there and then check it out, right? So if they want you to have one account, it's just one account, right? And it's free. Okay, so yeah, 0700 1021 1021. Okay, so this person is asking which frequency is this? This is 102.1 FM. High impact 102.1 FM. 102.1 FM. Aha. So 0700 1021 1021. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, so this is Daniela calling from Magboro.
Okay, talk to me, Daniela. What's going on?
Yes, sir. So if I wanted to ask if I'm traveling as a caregiver to Canada.
Okay.
What are the necessary requirements without any work qualifications? What are the necessary steps I'm supposed to take?
If you don't have work qualification, that phrase for me is confusing. So what do you mean by that?
Like if I don't have like any BSc or just if it's just like secondary school certificate I have.
Okay, good. Yeah. Now there are two approaches. Number one, you can go to jobbank.gc.ca and then get a job of a caregiver that requires no qualification and then apply. And you can go to that canadananny.ca and apply. Those are two. Now, number B part of it is that you can now decide to do caregiver training on the internet, online. When you are done with the training, you have the certificate. As an SSC holder, you have the certificate. Then you now go to those places to go and apply. Okay. So that's the way to go about it. 0700 1021 1021. You can reach out to me right here in the studio. 0700 1021 1021. I know some people might want to try our WhatsApp line. Just give us a call. Okay, 0700 1021 1021. Just give us a call this morning so that I can get your message. 0700 1021 1021. Now, having said that, I need to quickly, while I'm getting this out, I spoke about Lamar, and I would like to expatiate on that a bit. Now, that is so important for people that are planning to go get a job there, and if you could have it, it's going to give you a lot of advantage. You don't just go there and begin to live and do menial jobs. You can do meaningful jobs, and getting Lamar, it's something that's supposed to be done by that company. Okay, so they are able to give you an open work permit visa, and as much as possible you can help yourself if you have the necessary training in the your name.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Fine, sir. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay, sir.
First your name and where you're calling us from.
Okay, I'm Emmanuel. I'm calling from Ogun State.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, sir. I just want to ask if exactly what that lady just said now, and I have a handwork. I learn to work, so I have the certificate. If I want to use that certificate to apply for, can it be possible?
Now, the thing I want to find out is what handwork, just like you call it, do you do? Let's start from there.
Okay, I'm a bricklayer.
Okay. I'm trying to look for something for you right here. Now, so you are not, anyway, since you don't have, anyway, let me start by saying that if you want to do that job, you are doing security job now, right?
No.
Okay, I thought you mentioned. Okay, I thought you mentioned something security.
No, I said I'm a builder. I build.
Okay, now
I'm a bricklayer.
Okay, so what you do is that you can come over to this site, jobbank.gc.ca. On that site, you will find many jobs that do not require qualification. And as I'm talking to you right now, you will do the search yourself. I have over 125,929 jobs over here, ranging from security guard, frame apprentice, cleaner, living caregiver, food service supervisor, and the like. So when you go there, you will find something along engineering lines that goes with bricklayer work. So what they will ask you to get is trade permit. There's something that is called trade permit here. They will ask you to get it, and then with some other document, and you are good to go. But the first thing is to go to this site and get a job that is going to offer you the opportunity. Okay, so that's what to do. 0700 1021 1021. That's the phone number with which you can
website.
Jobbank.gc.ca.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Now, okay, so 0700 1021 1021 1021. That's the number with which you can reach me right here. Your name and where you're calling us from? Yeah, I'm with you.
Mr. Adedayo from Songo.
Okay, Mr. Dayo, talk to me. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, I was concerned about the program you have done on Tuesday and Wednesday. Mr. Dr. Lekki talking about the video about the morning. I forget the.
Okay, the advert of Dr. Lekki.
Okay. Yes. So that video, I requested for you
I think
for
what
you on
you need to
the WhatsApp.
do,
I don't get it.
I think what you need to do is reach out to them on their number. The number is 0811
45 706. I'll get it.
Okay, so just send them a WhatsApp message, and then I'm sure that you will get a response.
All right, thank you.
Okay, 0700 1021 1021 is the number with which you can reach me right here in the studio. So if you want to ask a question or clarify some things, you can reach out to me 0700 1021 1021. Let's go on a short break. When we are back, we'll continue with the show. Stick around, don't go away.
Successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM.
For more information, call 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM.
For more information, call 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Make manage, multiply, and maximize your money. With Successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Okay, welcome back. 0700 1021 1021. That's the number with which you can reach us right here in the studio. 0700 1021 1021. Now, I am on that site, jobbank.gc.ca, and I'm actually trying to look for something that, because all the jobs that require major qualifications are there, but this one I'm looking at, I'm having a lot of other works that do not require any major qualification. So I want to encourage you, if you fall into the category of the first two callers I had today that are looking at what they could do with their SSC or their OND, you might want to check out. There are new jobs that are there. Look at this bookkeeper, and then they want the bookkeeper in Surrey. Let me see. The job of the bookkeeper was listed on the 24th of February, and they want someone that can speak English, just SSC or ND, less than 1 year, and the place to apply is okay, so you can see the email to apply right there. You can send your CV there. So those are the opportunities there. And then I have this one, truck driver supervisor, office administrator. I have live-in caregiver, senior, web developer, beauty salon operator. So if you are an hairdresser and you've been working in an hairdressing, you work in a salon, so beauty salon operator, somebody that works in that space. Language English, education, senior high school graduation certificate, that is SSC certificate, 1 year to less than 2 years experience, work site, air condition and odor. You'll be doing practical work, and also when you get there you will see where to apply. current.skill2020@gmail.com. So there are jobs like that, and you can just get them. All you just need to do is go to that site, check the new ones, and then you are good to go. Let me just check if I could get some other one more. 0700 1021 1021 is the phone number with which you can reach me in the studio right here. I have painter, someone that is a painter. All he has been doing is painting. Okay, so let's see the qualification for that. It was listed February 24th, and the person is going to work in Vancouver. It is 3 vacancies that is available, $26 per hour. The person will work 40 hours in a week, and the max qualification is SSC English, 2 years less than 3 years outdoor. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello,
I'm with you.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Your name and where you're calling
I
us from.
I want to be on to Morning Magnet show program.
Okay, please go ahead with your question.
Okay, my question is, I have a BSc engineering, and I have over 20 years work experience. How can I migrate to Canada?
Now, what is your...
By obtaining a job first.
What is your... which field of engineering?
I read mechanical engineering. I worked for over 20 years.
Mechanical.
I want to see how can I get a job. Yes, how can I get a job in Canada before moving?
Okay, to get a job, just go to jobbank.gc.ca. Okay, if you go to .gc.ca. So what I'm trying to actually do for you right now is to look for something that is just basically engineering. So I'm typing engineering in the search button. So I want to see what is going to give me. Okay, this is not coming up now. So what you can do is that you can go to that site and then put your qualification and your details. In fact, if you put your CV, it can even match your CV with the jobs that are available. So you can search using your CV, and that will be an added advantage. Okay, but just go to jobbank.gc.ca and then you'll be fine. Okay, 0700 1021 1021. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you. Good morning, sir.
I want to ask about the Canada on sponsorship sponsor or the company of.
And when you get a job offer, most times the company will want to do a sponsorship for you. So, but if the salary they will pay you in a month is $2,000, and then they will do an LIMA for you to sponsor you for $5,000, they will think twice. So that's why if you have an higher qualification and you are getting a job that they will pay you, let's say in a month, $10,000, then to do LIMA for you will not be an issue. So simply put, to do sponsorship for you will not be an issue because they know that your salary of 1 month will cover it. And the job that I have seen from my experience in that area that can be covered, that covered your sponsorship, is truck driving, because you can make from truck driving as much as $10,000 to $38,000 in about 3 months. But the license alone is about $10,000, tier 1 license. So for someone that wants to move truck, you have to work for 8 hours at a stretch. So you drive for 8 hours at a stretch. Anywhere you find yourself within the borders of Canada and US, you have to park after 8 hours, rest, and then you continue driving another 8 hours, then park, rest. So that job is a job that many people do not really have the skill, but that's what pays very well if you don't have higher qualification like BSc, MSc, and you don't have work experience. So that's the way that is. 0700 1021 1021 0700 1021 1021. Okay, your name and where you're calling us from. Okay, we lost that call. 0700 1021 1021. Your name and where you're calling us from. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, Mike, calling from Magodo Island.
Mike, talk to me.
Yeah. Please, there's how can somebody get your direct line also to see you one-on-one?
Mike, you can say what you want to see me for.
Yeah, because I work as a mortuary attendant. Okay. So how do I get access to over there?
Okay,
what do I supposed to?
What you still need to do is you will look for, that's what we call it here. You will look for the name that is called over there, because I think the job is also in high demand. They hardly have white guys that wants to do that job. So, but there's a name they call it there. I may not be able to search that out for you now. So once you get the name they call it there, you will go to that jobbank.gc.ca and then put that name there. Once you put it there, it will show you the job offer, and then it will show you the salary, and then it will show you where you have to send your CV. They used to do interview via Zoom, so they just interview you via Zoom, and then if there's need to prepare your papers, they start the work. They'll tell you to go to their Nigerian embassy here. You go, they stamp your visa, and then you go. So that's the way that one works. But you need to get the name first, put it in jobbank.gc.ca. You search for the job. After you've done that, the next thing is, of course, you have to send your resume or your CV. To do your CV in Canada standard, you can go to resume.io. At resume.io, you will see CV of different countries, different style that has been prepared already. So you will just follow that sample and do your own CV too. Or you go to resumemaker.com. At resumemaker.com, you will find example of CV of people that have been employed. So you just look for that and then you use it. Okay, so that's just all. Okay, 0700. Okay, go ahead.
How do I see you? I want to see you one-on-one, sir. Is it possible?
Me, I'm just doing my radio show, JJ. I've got some other things doing. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, let me give you an email. Maybe you write what we want to see about, and then we now see if it's possible to hook up. But sincere truth is that most times, while I'm very careful seeing people, is that most people will say the same thing that they are coming to. I mean, those things you can actually say it on the phone. You don't need to see. We are in the 21st century and things are made a lot easier now. We could just converse over the phone and then make conclusions. It's just to give you, okay, this is what you will do. Go to that side, go to this. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to walk the process for you. You've got to go do that. Why? Because I've got some other stuff I'm doing. So, and once I just tell you the process, there are simple things. You just go there, do it, go there, do it, go there, do it. That's all. Okay? So, my email is somiakinikwe@gmail.com or successfulsomi@gmail.com. Any of the two will get across to me. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Good morning. My name is Sidoni Akuzi.
Okay, talk to me. Okay, talk to me, please.
All right, I just speak to this station and I heard what is going on.
Okay, beautiful. This is the station to be. I Impact 102.1 FM. Don't always change it. Stay there permanently. And if you have to stand up, carry your radio with you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
I have interest in the discussion going on about the traveling and the job stuff.
Okay.
I have two works at hand for now, like a vocational stuff, and little bag making and fashion designing, and a little bit in hat making. But I'm not too into very much, but I'm into the fashion and the bag making, any kind of bag. I don't know how to go about it.
Okay, so you make bag and you make
teaching as well. Yeah. I'm into teaching as well. I teach.
Okay, you teach, Abby. You teach.
But I love the educational stuff. Yes.
Okay, but you know some things about fashion designing, right?
I'm into it, not that I'm into it perfectly.
Okay, beautiful. So what you have to do, the line is breaking, so, but no problem. I think
I'm doing the three like you do.
Okay, the three at the same time. Okay, I know you mentioned teaching. I know you mentioned fashion. So the third one, I didn't get it, but it's okay. I'll be fine with the two. So what you need to do straight away is you can go to alison.com, get a certificate for the fashion. I don't know where you learned the fashion, but you can get a certificate for the fashion designing thing, because you will need to use it to apply on jobbank.gc.ca. So there are many people that learn fashion designing from Auntie Fumi in Nigeria. And you know, the sister in the corner that is doing fashion designing, it's okay, it's fine. So, but go online, there are schools that will give you the certificate to what you have learned from that place. Once you do that, it makes your application easy, because they will ask you, you said you know this thing, where is the paper proof? So you can bring that out as the paper proof. So you now go to jobbank.gc.ca and then you apply. It is that fashion you should use to apply and you'll be good to go. That's all we can take today. We have to go right now. Time is gone. Till I come your way next time. Successful Somi is my name, and I'm saying remain financially intelligent.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize maximize your money. Yeah, yeah. The successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show. It's money.